I moved here in 1960 with my parents as a young girl from Indiana. I worked in my family's jewelry store. I'm a gemologist, and then I did direct sales for 26 years with the Longaberger Company. And because of that association, we did bus tours back and forth to Ohio. So back in 2005, 2006, my late husband and I were both owned businesses and we were self-employed. And our health insurance got very expensive. So I decided that, I needed to do something else to make some more income. I literally prayed about it, and I decided that it was time that maybe I could do bus trips and invite people in Central Illinois to have some new experiences, and that's when I did. September 6, 2006 was my first trip. We went to see Menopause the musical. I sold that trip out in 5 days. This area was really hungry, and it was like a sponge. They were hungry for experiences like that and theater. And so I quickly thought that I would probably do large trips, but then I decided that I needed to do day trips to get people used to us. We jumped in with both feet and did New York City very quickly, a place I had never been, and now we've been there probably 50 times. And we also did Hawaii in the early stages, and of course we do that every year as well.
So Timi and I met probably about 18 years ago, or probably 16 years ago. I was actually a former driver for Cavallo Bus Lines. Was a tour driver for all of our trips. And then we started working together and helping with trip planning and things, and knew we wanted to work together. And so 11 years ago, I came on board as the general manager.
So I like to joke that I was born on a bus. I wasn't exactly, but the company started when I was about 12 years old. So I've been around the industry most of my, teenage and adult life. Absolutely love the industry, would never do anything different with my life. Done everything from washed buses to changed oil to now kind of oversee day-to-day operations of our charter division. 2006
in the fall, I probably did about 6 trips, and then each year it just grew and grew and grew till now we did 100 trips last year. That includes day trips and multiple day trips. And the sky's the limit. But the one thing we're going to do, no matter how much we grow, is we're going to keep that family, personal feeling.
We get to take people to fun things. Most of the time, we're taking a soccer team to their game, or we're taking kids to a museum on a field trip. We're taking a group of seniors to see the ocean for the first time.
Well, our customers know, and they know that no matter what, they're there. They can call, they can text, and they're going to talk to us. Our customers do really appreciate that.
They meet new friends, they get away from the stress of their lives. I recently was at my doctor's office, and when she left the room, she turned around and she said, "You know what? You're saving lives." And I said, "What?" And she said, "You are, because my clients come in here and they talk about your tours all the time."
We want our guests to have the best experience, whether that be on a charter or one of our own tours. We always want the experience to go above and beyond.
In 1983, I left a job, and on the 4th of July, I was having pizza with a friend of mine and suggested to him that I could start a tour business. Living here in New Harmony, that year I had seen a lot of motor coaches coming through New Harmony on their way to a World's Fair in Tennessee. And I thought to myself, I can do what those guys are doing. And so that summer, I chartered a motor coach, and we started Lifestyle Tours.
Ken and I have been really good friends over the years, and when Ken's motor coach company, which was our motor coach company that we were using, Cavallo Bus Lines, closed down, there was no other company around that had that nice of equipment and safest equipment, which forced us into the bus business. As soon as we went into the bus business, the first person I reached out to was Ken Meyer at Lifestyle Tours.
Several years ago, we started chartering our coaches from Timi's Tours. And they have provided to us and to our travelers new motor coaches, nice amenities on them, the same wonderful drivers that we've worked with in the past. And this transition to the new Lifestyle Tours with new ownership at Timi's Tours, I think will provide to our travelers the same sort of quality that we have offered to our travelers since 1983.
My mom and dad were from the Evansville area. My dad was from Newberry, Indiana, and my mom was from Petersburg. And they met in Oakland City, Indiana at a place called the City Cafe. And they were married in 1953. And my dad was working at International Harvester. And in 1956, I guess it was, I was just an infant, he went to work one day and they just said no personnel retained, the company has sold. So my dad had a wife and a young baby, and it was like, what am I going to do? He never had any intentions of leaving Indiana, but his brother had become a watchmaker, and you had to go to Bradley University in Peoria, Illinois to do that. So my dad loved mechanics, but he did not like getting dirty. So he decided to become a watchmaker. And he worked in Peoria with the intentions of going back to Indiana, but that's just not the way it was meant to be. So he ended up in Little Moweaqua, Illinois, ran a very successful jewelry store and gift shop for 53 years. That's kind of a neat story that I'm coming back to Evansville. I think that's like coming home.
I think it's an important aspect that when people entrust you with their vacation money or their entertainment money, that you provide the quality that they expect. And so on our tours, and I know on Timi's tours, they'll be providing, the new lifestyle tours will have fine accommodations, wonderful food, interesting attractions. It's a nice transition for our travelers, and I think they'll be able to look forward to traveling in the future.
We're so excited to be coming home to Evansville, and we know that Ken has done an amazing job the last 40 years. He truly is a pioneer in group travel, and his story is amazing. And we're just excited to continue that legacy, to put our spin on it and continue to provide to these customers what they've come to expect.
I think you're just going to get unbelievable memories. You're just going to be so happy traveling with us.